Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I'm based in Washington, D.C. My clients are all throughout the United States, and we help them with all types of immigration applications. We only work with immigration. So we only work with U.S. immigration. So some people call us if they want to talk to us about Canadian immigration law. We can't necessarily help you with Canada, but we can help you with either coming to the US or staying in the US. So those are kind of the only things that we do, but we do handle different ways to make that happen. We help families bring other family members here to the US. If they're here without status, we can help you get status. In some situations, we help companies sponsor individuals. Today was a great day. We had an employment-based green card that we had been working on for 3 years, and we were just received an approval today, which was super, super exciting for our whole team that's really been in it for this whole very complicated process. So it was filed pre-COVID. There were complications with COVID, and now it is finally approved. We're so excited. Our client is from Sri Lanka. Shout out to him. Obviously, can't disclose confidential details, but he is a great person. We're so excited that he has received this approval today, and also great Friday news for our team here, who are just always constantly cheering on our clients for their approvals and their permission to stay here in the U.S. or get a work permit or receive that green card or ultimately citizenship. All right. So we do help people with immigration issues, employment-based immigration issues, family immigration issues, and one of our most common case types is a humanitarian case. So these are different ways to receive permission to remain in the U.S. You may have entered illegally, but the U.S. government has laid out these various ways where you can stay in the U.S. because of humanitarian reasons. And these can be if you're a victim of crime, if you're a victim of trafficking, sex trafficking, or labor trafficking, asylum, right? If you're afraid to go back to your home country, these are all different humanitarian ways to remain in the US. And of course, VAWA. We work with a lot of VAWA clients. We're going to talk about VAWA today. But essentially, if you're a victim of abuse from a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, it could be your parent, it could be your child, and most common for us in our case type is it could be your spouse. So these are different ways of receiving permission to remain in the United States. We help with all of them. We're uncommon. Some law firms only work with employment-based cases. Other law firms only work with family and humanitarian. We are unique in that we kind of cover all of these different areas, and we would love to chat with you about different ways to help you remain in the U.S. So let me talk to you about VAWA from outside the United States. So we do have consultations with folks that call us from outside the U.S., and they want to know, can I file VAWA? I'm not even in the U.S. anymore, and do I qualify for VAWA? I've seen your videos, and I'm not here, but it seems my husband was abusive towards me. Can I still qualify for VAWA? So number one, many people that are outside the U.S. can qualify for VAWA. That's a really good piece of news. They can qualify for VAWA if the abuse occurred in the U.S. You've lived with the U.S. spouse. You meet meet the VAWA requirements in all other respects. You can qualify for VAWA even if you no longer live in the United States. If that abuse occurred in the United States, you were married to a U.S. citizen, or the abuser was a U.S. citizen and sometimes a green card holder, right? You can still qualify if you meet all the other VAWA requirements. You don't necessarily have to live in the U.S. to be able to qualify. All right, I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps many of you that are watching. Give us a call if we can help you with your VAWA application. Definitely work with an attorney. Your chances of approval will increase exponentially because we know how to file this case. We know which forms to file. We know how to make your application stronger. We may think of pieces of evidence that you might not have thought of initially. Of course, we're well versed in these VAWA declarations. We can help you with that as well. There's many reasons to use an attorney, especially if you're out of status, you don't want to misfile or file a weak application when you might qualify to have a very, very strong VAWA application. So give us a call if we can help you. You can schedule a consultation on our Facebook page. If you would like, you can do that right now, or you can call our office on Monday, or now we'll give you a call back on Monday, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Um, if you don't already follow us and like us on our social media platforms, please make sure that you do so you can be notified when I'm on live. I go live a few times a week, but I kind of change up the times based on my availability. We have lots of client work going on, but make sure you follow us and like us on our social media platforms, multiple ones, because sometimes some of them kink out. So we're right now on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We also have an Instagram profile. So if you'd like to follow us on Instagram, you can. I'm having issues streaming live on Instagram for some reason, but we are streaming live on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. And this is an opportunity for you to ask your immigration questions. So while I'm talking, go ahead and put your questions into your chat on whatever platform you're in. I'll read it out loud so the others can follow. Um, how long is VAWA taking? That's a great question. Hi, Shashbu. If you're joining me for the first time, say hello. I would love to. I'd love to give you a little shout out. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from, and of course, put your question in, and I'll make sure that I can answer. So, how long? Hi, Prad. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. If you have a question, feel free to put it in. We have many people here on TikTok. Rugvinder. Manat Kumar, um, Joel, Bibai, hello. Shashpu, hello. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Wahab Iron, hello. Thank you for joining me. Soma Prasad, hi. How are you? Thanks for joining. Great, guys. If you have friends or family that are interested in immigration, that want to be part of this immigration conversation, please make sure to share this post with them so they can join us next time, or they can even join us this time and also get notified when we go live, so your questions can be answered. Just a reminder that everything I'm talking about here is just kind of general information about immigration. We cannot give specific information related to your case since I don't know your background and I don't know your immigration history. Okay. If you'd like to schedule a confidential consultation, please feel free to do so by calling our office 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. We can schedule consultations by phone, by Zoom, which is most common, and in person. We're taking folks here in our new DC office. If you'd like to come and visit us in person, I would love to talk to you more about your case and figure out some immigration options that are available for you. Okay. If you're not in the DC area or it's hard for you to make it to the DC area, no worries at all. We are doing our consultations by phone and also by Zoom. We will send you a link and you can just log on. Very easy, one click, and I will see you there. It'll be a lot like this, Zoom, or of course by phone. If many people prefer by phone, we can accommodate that as well. You can schedule a consultation by calling our office 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm the only attorney with our law firm. I'm the one that you will be having a consultation with. Okay. Again, a reminder, follow us and like us if you don't already, and share this post with others. We are Agarwal Immigration on all our social media platforms. If you want to reach out to us and get on my calendar, next week is a very busy week, so you might want to get on our calendar now. I believe we only have 1 or 2 spots available for next week. If you want to have your consultation next week, would love to chat with you then. You can schedule it right now if you'd like. You can do it directly from our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is the handle, or you can do it on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Okay. Shashbu saying, how long is VAWA taking? That's a great question. From the time you file the application to receive a VAWA approval, it's taking approximately 2 years. To receive a green card after VAWA, you're looking at almost 3 years. So it is a long process. You want to make sure you're doing it right and providing your strongest application from the get-go, right? You don't want to be submitting a weak application in the beginning and then have to supplement later. You could risk a possible denial, right? So you want to have the strongest application possible as soon as you can file. Okay. Just remember, VAWA can get you, if you file VAWA alone, you can have work permit continuously. If you file VAWA and green card, which you should if you are eligible, you can receive a work permit while your green card application is pending. So your work permit will come in about 6 months to 8 months. So keep that in mind. Your work permit will come in about 6 months to 8 months if you file VAWA and a green card application. Once VAWA is approved, that's another basis for you to receive work permit up until you get your green card. Then you no longer need your work permit anymore. You can work directly from your green card, and hopefully you will apply for and receive your citizenship after getting your green card. Okay? Call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Okay, Prod says, I filed VAWA in October 2018. I received an RFE, which he submitted in 2019. It was for good moral conduct and good faith marriage. Then after even longer, in November 2022, received another 6-page RFE, submitted a response to that, and then he received a denial. The abuse reason was a few affidavits from friends and a psychological report, a personal story, previous divorce, and the spouse being unfaithful. The case got denied last week. What should I do? So the issue with VAWA, the reasons for abuse, really, so the abuse has to show control over you, right? So someone being unfaithful is not necessarily abuse if you don't talk about it in a way that has impacted you or a way that you felt like you were under your spouse's control. That is a big, huge aspect for VAWA. That is something you have to keep in mind. Emotional abuse is taken into account. Psychological abuse is taken into account, right? But you need to show that all of this behavior, even your spouse being unfaithful, was a way for your spouse to exert control over you. So sometimes it's hard to make that connection. So being unfaithful alone, we have a lot of folks talk to us about how their spouse was unfaithful, but that alone is not enough to show abuse, right? Your spouse can be unfaithful and it's hurtful to you, but you've got to talk about it in a way that shows how emotionally impacted you were, and you've got to talk about it in a way that demonstrate what, if any, control your spouse had over you. So that is the importance of how detailed and specific your VAWA statements, your VAWA declarations need to be. Another thing is, if you have statements or letters from friends and family, sometimes they're not going to line up exactly with what you said, just because of people's memories and the way they think of things. Or sometimes friends and family will write these letters and say, oh, they lived together and they were happily married and they love each other, blah, blah, blah. They think they're helping you. You might not have told them that you're filing a VAWA application, but clearly when someone is writing a letter saying, oh, they're a happy couple, to show that they qualify for a green card, that it's a real marriage, that is not helping your VAWA case, right? Because where in your VAWA case, you're claiming abuse. So you want to make sure that everything submitted is consistent with one another. If it's not consistent, there has to be an explanation for why it's not consistent. Okay? Give us a call if we can help you with VAWA, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Prud says, I'm afraid if I refile, it won't be successful because I don't have any additional evidence and I am divorced from her. If you got divorced within 2 years, so in less than 2 years from the final divorce, you might be eligible to file again. If you got divorced more than 2 years ago, you won't be eligible to file VAWA. So you'll have to look for other options to receive an immigration benefit. If you'd like to give us a call, we can take a look, have a consultation. We can make a recommendation. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you'd like to schedule a consultation right now, I know we only have 2 spots available last I checked this week, and you can go to our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration. You can do that right now, make the payments, choose the time slot that works best for you. We have more time available next week, but the week after next week. But for this coming week, we do not have very much available. So just as a heads up, you want to take advantage of that if you are interested in getting started with immigration, with your immigration application soon. Okay? Call us on Monday if you'd like, 703-348-1663. 1663, or you can check out our Facebook page or our website to schedule a consultation. If you want to join us again for a conversation like this, make sure you like us and follow us on all our social media platforms. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help immigration applicants with all types of different immigration applications. So employment-based applications, family-based applications, humanitarian applications like VAWA. I'm going to say, give us a call. We can schedule a consultation. It looks like you said you have 2 months to hit 2 years from the final divorce. So you might consider appealing the current decision, or you might consider refiling, which, there are benefits to refiling. Okay, call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, if you only have 2 months before you hit the 2-year mark, you've got to get that application in before the 2-year mark. So you'll want to move very, very quickly. Okay. Call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website. Okay. Here's another VAWA question. Is my abuser going to be affected if I file a VAWA self-petition? So is my abuser going to be affected if I file a VAWA self-petition? So if your abuser is abusive towards you, right? So many people, let me go back. I think many people are concerned that their abuser will be harmed if they file a VAWA self-petition. So sometimes the abuser is your child, right? You always have an inclination to protect your U.S. citizen child. Your abuser could be your spouse. Even though they're harmful towards you, you don't want something bad to happen to them. The things you should remember is that you do not need a police report. You do not need to report them to anyone in order to apply for VAWA. If the abuse is present and you have memories, we can draft together a statement based on what has happened. That is sufficient evidence of abuse for VAWA purposes. Okay? So the other thing to note is everything is confidential. So once you file your VAWA application, no one is going to know. Your abuser won't be contacted. No one is going to know about it other than our law firm and USCIS and you, right? Everything is under seal. We can't even call USCIS to ask about your VAWA application. We have to do it in writing through a special email address for lawyers. This is for lawyers. For you, if you file without a lawyer, you would just have to send it by mail to the center that's processing your case. So VAWA is treated in a very confidential manner. There is no requirement for you to make a police report against the abuser. So if you want, you can. If there is a crime being committed, we would encourage you to do that, right? But it's not a requirement, and it can't harm the abuser because it is a subjective application. It's based on your perspective. It's based on how you felt harmed by the abuser's behavior. And it could even include stories of what has happened to you in the past that makes this hurt even more, right? Some people have been abused in childhood, and this could hurt even more because of that. So it's based on your perspective. There's no police report. In my opinion, there's no real harm to the abuser. They're not going to be put in jail. No one is going to contact them. They might not even know, right? So that should answer your question. If you want to move forward with a VAWA application, find more information about it, you can call us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Can I get a divorce while waiting for a VAWA approval? I already have a receipt number. Yes. So once you file your VAWA application, you can get a divorce. So there's no time limit or anything that's associated with that. If you're already divorced is when timing matters. So if you're already divorced, you have to file your VAWA application within 2 years of that divorce. So that's when timing comes into play. But if you've already filed VAWA, yes, you can get a divorce in most cases. Give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663, or you can schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Our Facebook page is Agarwal Immigration. Just a reminder to share this with others who might be interested in having this immigration conversation. If you don't already follow us and like us, just make sure that you do so you can be notified when I come on again next week. Okay? Ragvinder says, I have a case pending, and he wants to keep VAWA. I'm not sure. I don't know what the question is. Sorry. I'm not sure what the question is, Ragvinder. Call us if we can help you. We can ask some more questions and figure out what the best way to move forward in your matter is, okay? You can call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. What happens when my VAWA is approved? What happens if your VAWA is approved? Does anyone know? I know we're talking so much about VAWA, but what happens, right? Well, if you have an approved VAWA, that means that you can remain in the United States and you can have work permit indefinitely at this point, okay? If you filed for VAWA and a green card, about a year after the VAWA approval, you'll receive a notice for a green card interview. Our firm helps you prepare for that green card interview, and we also represent you at that green card interview. All right. And then once that green card is approved, you are a green card holder. And it's the same, essentially, green card with the same rights and the same benefits of anyone else that got it through work, that got it through family-based sponsorship. You have that same green card that gives you the same exact rights as anyone else, and you can apply for citizenship as soon as 3 years after you receive that green card. So that's what happens if your VAWA is approved. I look forward to seeing many approvals with many of you. Call me 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, my friends, it's Friday, and I think I need to let you guys go. Pradram, I see so many questions. Since you have a timing issue, I would suggest calling our office, having a consultation so we can talk particularly about your case, how strong it is. If it makes sense to reapply, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. If you want one of the slots for this week, go ahead and check out our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration. Check out our website, agarwalimmigration.com. You can go on there and schedule your consultation right now if you'd like. Okay. And otherwise, I will see you next week. If you follow us and like us, you'll be notified when I'm on live. Of course, share this with others. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everybody.